Hey everyone, in a previous video, I showed off an advanced workflow to get the most out of the Flux Kontext step model. Now, getting great results with this model involves a lot of tweaking. You often need to test different prompts and settings. What makes things even trickier is that this model takes a long time to generate an image on most graphic cards. So today, I'm introducing and comparing two ways to speed things up specifically for this model. I won't cover the basics again here. If you need a refresher on the Flux Kontext step model itself, definitely check out my previous video. I'll leave a link for it down in the description below. Okay, let's jump straight into ComfyUI. Our speed boost today comes from a tag called Nunchaku. I covered how to install the Nunchaku notepad for ComfyUI in an earlier video. The cool news is the author recently updated it. It now supports the Flux Kontext model. So if you installed Nunchaku before, you must update to the latest version to support the Flux Kontext model. Installing Nunchaku is a bit different from most node packs. Besides the nodes themselves, you also need to install a special WAV file. I've shown how to install this using the terminal before. Heads up, if you installed an older WAV file, you'll probably need to uninstall that first. It's likely outdated. The good news is, if you want to install the latest version, the author provides a new node to do it right inside ComfyUI. Just type Nunchaku in the search bar. You'll see a node called Nunchaku WAV Installer. It gives you 3 download sources to pick from. To actually see the download progress, connect a Show Any node to it. Then click Run to start downloading. After that WAV file installs, we need to restart ComfyUI. Okay, ComfyUI is back up. Let's search for Nunchaku nodes again. Look at that. Before we only saw the installer. Now there's a whole bunch of Nunchaku nodes available. This means the node pack is fully ready because we installed the WAV file. Now let's actually compare our two speed-up methods for the Flux Kontext step model. I built this specific workflow for the test. Here's how it works. There are 3 separate node groups here. Crucially, all 3 groups use the exact same prompt, the exact same conditioning, the exact same latent image, the exact same text encoders, and the exact same WAV file. This setup guarantees that the only difference is the model each group uses. So this comparison is super fair. Group 1 uses the Q8 version of the Flux Kontext step model. Group 2 also used the context model, but I added a turbo LoRA. You've seen this in many of my other workflows. With this LoRA, we only need 8 sampling steps to generate the image. Finally, Group 3 uses the special SVD quant version of the Flux Kontext model. That's the Nunchaku one. Okay, time to run this and see what happens. The first generation will take a while, gotta be patient. Great, first image is done. Let's check the second one. Oh shoot, I forgot to time the first round properly. Okay, the first case sampler took about 30 seconds. Waiting now for the second case sampler. 27 seconds, almost identical to the first. Now let's see Nunchaku perform. Wow, only 8 seconds. That's lightning fast. Let's run the whole workflow again to make the comparison even fair. First case sampler, 39 seconds. Second case sampler, 26 seconds. This time Nunchaku, only 5 seconds. Insanely quick. Quick note, I'm running this on a server with a powerful RTX 4090 graphic card. That's definitely helping make all this generation time pretty fast compared to average card. Also, remember the cache threshold setting in the Nunchaku Flux did loader node default to 0. This setting prioritizes image quality over speed, so it slows things down a bit. I generated lots of images to check quality across all methods. Let's look at those. Looking through all my comparisons, my first big discovery is this. When using the Turbo LoRA, sometimes the person's body loses consistency. Check this out. Here's the original image. It's black and white. The Flux Kontext model did a great job recoloring it. The overall composition and the woman herself stayed very consistent. Now look at the output with the added Turbo LoRA. See how her pose shifted a little bit? Not quite the same. Here's another example. The original background was gray. The Flux Kontext model created a whole new background scene. Crucially, the woman remained consistent throughout this change. But now look at the image generated with the Turbo LoRA added. Focus on her left hand. See how the pose isn't the same as the original anymore? I also consistently found that the image quality from Nunchaku is better than the images from Flux Kontext with the Turbo LoRA. Look at this comparison. Focus on the label in the top left corner. This face was generated by Nunchaku, and this one was generated using the Turbo LoRA. See the difference? The Turbo LoRA face has much rougher noise and texture. It's less refined. This next example shows the same thing. The image quality from the Turbo LoRA method is noticeably worse. Now comparing Nunchaku to the QE version of the Flux Kontext, the difference in quality is almost impossible to see. They look incredibly similar. Let's see one more example. So what's the takeaway? For speeding up with the Flux Kontext depth model, Nunchaku is clearly better than adding the Turbo LoRA. Even if you have a beastly card like a 4090, Nunchaku lets you quickly test the settings and find what works. Then, once you're happy, you can switch back to the original Flux Kontext depth model by Black Force Lab for the absolute best quality. Honestly, I don't recommend using the Turbo LoRA with this specific model. It doesn't speed things up very much compared to the base model, and you get a noticeable drop in image quality. Stick with Nunchaku for the speed boost without the big quality sacrifice.